Good morning, Facebook and YouTube buddies. We got our subscribers up. I think we're to about 38 now. And I know when family was visiting my nephew and my nephew Evan, hey Evan, what's up? And Aunt Gail, they were watching videos. So it's kind of embarrassing, but the subscribers went up. So I think Gail may have subscribed. Evan probably has YouTube also. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little quick morning update. Georgia's feeling good. She's looking real buff. She's hunting squirrels this morning and rabbits and anything that moves. But some of you probably saw, oh, she sees some birds. Some of you probably saw my video about the best breed for Homestead and for SHTF. And to me, it's the Amstaff. Look at her just posing. She just does it naturally. I'll tell you all the different reasons why I love this dog. First off, she was adopted, which is just crazy to think that a dog like this was in a shelter. Look at that. Look at that leg. Georgia's about 18 months old, and we've had her for about 8 months. But what an impressive breed. What I love about the Amstaff is you're getting a lot of the benefits of that pit bull terrier with, you know, a little less aggressive, still somewhat attracted to chasing small animals, but she lives with our cat peacefully. Hey, get out of there. She pulls too hard on her collar. We have to usually have a harness all the time because she just pulls so hard. Anyway, not quite as aggressive, animal aggressive as the pit bull. A little more bred towards health than, say, a pit bull terrier, which would be mostly bred for gameness and some other attributes. But the Amstaff also has a pretty strict like show standards, which keeps the dogs at a more healthy weight. Although they are thick, they don't get as big as some of those XL bullies and all those other breeds, which I think is really unfortunate. They're breeding for some deformities in those dogs. Well, the Amstaff is definitely not deformed, just so athletic. She was more long and lean when we got her, and now she's starting to get short and buff. But also, she's so quiet. Now, I don't know if they're all like this, but she's only barking if there is really something happening. She's not going to sit there and bark all day. Sometimes you'll even forget she's there. She's so quiet. But just a great nose, always has her nose to the ground. Always looking for small animals, and she points basically. When she's on the leash, she understands she really can't chase it down, but she stays quiet and she'll point when she sees a rabbit or a squirrel. Oh, another reason is just say value as a home protection and security dog. Now, when it's time to go, you know, into security mode, Georgia's always ready and willing. But at the same time, she is great with people. So, like I said, hello to my nephew and aunt. They came in recently, and Georgia just loved them so much. She just knew that we approved of them and that they were friends and family. So, just the intelligence of the breed, loyalty, just a fun personality, honestly. Let's not take a picture of her as she takes a dump. Got her, she was housebroken right out of the pound. She had actually been put up for adoption because there was a fight at a food bowl. So we don't really know who instigated that or who was, say, the receiver of the most damage, but she definitely had scars all over her on her arms and forearms mainly, a few on her face. But, you know, she's become a trusted member of the family. You know, I'd love for people to comment and talk about their favorite breeds. This is my favorite breed overall and has been for a long time. I've owned pit bulls in the past, but never an American Staffordshire Terrier. And there are some subtle differences, and I'd say I prefer this breed. I am looking into getting a second Amstaff, but I mean, I've checked some local kennels and they're extremely expensive. And we are looking for more of a puppy because we do have a cat, and I'd feel more comfortable raising a puppy up with her than, say, bringing another full-grown dog into the mix. But just on looks alone, she could deter a lot of trouble. I know on the street, either people love her or people get out of her way. And that's fine. They don't need to know how lovable and friendly she is. And another thing is, this is not a breed that has to run all day. The Amstaff can be a couch potato, but when it's time, they're ready to go. So that's one of the fun aspects of having a dog like this. Like, you know, if you miss a walk here and there, they're not going to go completely insane. And look, she's keeping great muscle tone and great shape with moderate exercise, but it's not anything outrageous. We take her to the dog park maybe once a week, and we take her on a couple-mile walk maybe twice, 2 or 3 times a week. Other than that, she's just kind of getting walked around the property and playing in the house. She deserves to get out more than that every day, but you know, with work, it's not always possible. I also used our chickens to kind of train her to stay a little more calm in stressful situations. And she slowly learned, oh, she really smells something down there right now. She has slowly learned to chill out around the chickens, and that those are our pets and they're not something to be eaten. We've even had her chained up on the front deck, and then chickens get loose and are all the way up onto the deck while I'm, say, down there, and she's up there with chickens right next to her, and she knows not to touch them, and she'll actually go in the opposite direction and sit down, even though I know she wants to get them. And she has almost gotten them in the past. She almost nabbed a hen right out of my hand, and I yelled at her, and she's a very sensitive dog. So, I mean, that little training exercise, it sticks. And my wife has got her very well trained. We try to go through her commands, you know, about once a day. And just a lovable, friendly little dog. Say hi, Georgia Peach. It's hard to get a good picture of her because she won't sit still. But I hope everyone has a good week. Tell me what your thoughts are. And another thing is, this dog is not very big. She's about knee high. I'd say top of her head is at a little bit above my knee. I bet she's about 65 pounds, maybe 70 pounds. So you get a lot of dog in a small package with this breed. Big D out.